On a summer day in Brooklyn's Prospect Park, the sun savaged a swarm of actors in sturdy wool coats and pert hats. The men were sweating. The women were sweating. Even the carousel horses looked hot. The overdressed crowd had gathered to shoot the season finale of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, the Amazon series created by Amy Sherman-Palladino that begins streaming on Wednesday, November 29. As set decorators and wardrobe crew remodeled summer 2017 into fall 1958, Midge Maisel, Rachel Brosnahan, the show's strong-willed heroine, hosted a birthday party for Ethan, her 4-year-old son, while discussing divorce with Joel, Michael Zegen, her man-child husband. Not that she could do much of anything until Mateo Pascal, the child actor playing Ethan, said his line, "Go away." The boy, perched on a carousel pony, didn't want to say it. Ms. Brosnahan tried sympathy. "I know you would never say that to your mom, but I'm only pretend." She tried sense. "The sooner you'll say it, the sooner you'll be done." Finally, she said, "You don't want to hear me talk anymore." That's a controversial statement. As the latest show from Ms. Sherman-Palladino, who created Gilmore Girls and Bunheads, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is predicated on the great pleasure of hearing brainy, mouthy women talk until their lips ache. Brassy, raw, and riotously confessional, Midge is a dedicated homemaker and accidental comedian who can hold her own against even the gab-gifted Gilmores. In the pilot episode, which aired in March and inspired Amazon to plumb for a 2-season pickup, with 8 episodes each, Midge's comfortable, classic Six life on the Upper West Side collapses. Rain-wet and grief-drunk, from kosher wine, too, she finds herself on stage at the Gaslight Cafe, a grimy Greenwich Village club. And she seizes the mic. 6 women who were comedy pioneers. The next few minutes, a mix of caustic anecdotes and off-color zingers, earn her a standing ovation and a public indecency arrest. A foremother that modern comedy should have had, Midge is a reverse-engineered ancestor of an Ali Wong or a Tig Notaro. And yet The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel is in some ways a tribute to Ms. Sherman-Palladino's father, Don Sherman, a comedian and writer who died 5 years ago. Growing up in the San Fernando Valley of California, Ms. Sherman-Palladino used to listen to him and his friends trading jokes in the backyard, absorbing the rhythms and tones as they tried to make one another laugh. "It was Broadway Danny Rose every single day back there," she said. Her Bronx-born dad had made his start in the early 60s in Greenwich Village basket houses, so called because performers worked for tips tossed into past baskets, a time and a scene Ms. Sherman-Palladino long envied. In a pitch meeting with Amazon, she said she started to riff on how it would feel for a woman to enter that comedy man's world. "I have a big mouth, and it sort of just happened," she said. On a weekday morning in early fall, Ms. Sherman-Palladino, mouth and all, sat next to her husband, Daniel Palladino, a director, writer and executive producer on the show. They had crammed together onto a couch in a corner of the Chelsea Sound studio where they had met to edit the first season finale.